Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are the It's Always Something podcast, and we're talking about The Bad Shepherd. We just watched The Bad Shepherd, okay? And it was a movie.
New movie coming out on February 23rd, coming up soon.
And let me just say, it was a good movie. It's a
psychological thriller.
Psychological thriller. It gets in your head. When they say psychological thriller, that means it gets in your head, and you have to think about it, which is interesting.
Josh, what was this movie about?
What would you say it's about?
Give us a rundown.
There's four best friends, guys. They're going hunting together. They've been friends for like 20 years. Driving down and
It is a long time.
tearing down an old country road. They accidentally hit a girl. She did have a bag of money, so it becomes a question of what do we do? Do we take the money, hide the girl? Do we call the police?
Call the coppers.
So
You gotta call the coppers. I mean, it's just the right thing to do.
Right. That's what you think.
But
when you got
they're
$1 million,
they're in a
sitting
moral
there.
dilemma there.
they're in a moral dilemma. So the movie's basically about their moral dilemma getting tested over and over again. One bad decision chain reacts to another.
It's a chain
bad
reaction
decision.
to a bunch of bad decisions.
Yeah.
So let's just say,
it's-
it's like we were talking about before. Money is the root of all evil.
There you
Comes
go.
in
Am I
between
not
people,
wrong?
tears friendships and families
Oh,
apart.
20
It's
years.
just,
And let's just say if there's $20 on the table and we have to fight for it. I
Yeah.
mean, I would say probably, oh yeah, I would not fight them, but at the same time, at $20 or 20,
Somebody's got to pay my bills.
An individual comes into their lives.
Almost like a
and
mafia thing, right? It's like he just shows
he,
up.
He felt very mafia-like.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. He knew all about him.
Hitman-like.
Yeah, he's like Joshua.
They don't really say who it is right off the bat. It keeps you kind of wondering what's going to happen in the movie.
He has
Who is this
information.
guy?
Because he knew about the chick, he knew about the bag of money, and he
seems
knew
to
all
have
their names.
information. Too much information.
Too much. He knew.
Yeah.
He knows too much.
Yep. So
This was directed by Geo Santini, written by Ryan David Jahn.
Wait, was that a question?
No.
Oh.
That was Santin. I don't know how to say his last name. Santine.
it's not Satan.
I will say this about the movie. All the actors did really well. Really well. I thought there
Yeah,
was
they did.
no poor acting in the movie at
I
all.
agree. I thought they did a
I
good
thought all
job.
the actors
It
were
was
great.
It was good. Pretty good.
Cinematography, pretty good.
And it was lower budget,
Right.
but they actually did a really good job.
Right. My only nitpicks about the movie is I thought it was a little bit long, a little stretched.
It did seem a little drawn out
Right.
for what it
Was.
Some parts seemed like they just went on a little bit too long.
And some people like that for those like intellectual thrillers. They like that mind job it gives you.
Yeah.
For
And
me-
they're going through some major decisions mentally,
yeah.
and it's I get it. They're trying
Right. Like if someone
Make you feel
someone
that.
offered me a lot of money to offer you to,
Yeah.
I mean, I'd have to think about it an
You
awful
gotta think
lot.
about it.
You gotta. I mean, I wouldn't do it seriously, but I would not do it,
Even
But-
if I wouldn't do it, I'd think about both sides. I don't want to jump to conclusions.
especially on a mat.
Yeah.
But overall, I enjoyed the movie more than I actually expected to.
Right.
And
Yeah, same.
Got you there.
And we've known each other about 20 years, so kind of feel that friendship level. And when something like a large amount of money
Oh
gets put
yeah,
there, and
a lot of money.
If you like psychological thrillers, I think you would probably like it. I thought, I don't know. I guess maybe some parts may have dragged down a little bit, but
there
At
was,
the end of the day,
I
let's-
was actually very impressed
yeah,
with it.
there was
when I
some
watched it.
intense scenes that
there were
were
some.
like,
What would you do? Right?
Yeah, you're constantly asking.
what's he gonna do? Is this guy?
Yeah.
Is this really gonna happen? I mean, you're kind of on the edge, so
Yeah.
that's good.
I do.
Kind
I
of brings
agree.
those feelings out, and
I feel
I
like
think
you're
they did it pretty well.
constantly questioning what would I do in that scenario.
I haven't seen another movie quite like that one. I don't think.
No, it was pretty unique.
It was kind of unique, and there's so many movies I stream on Netflix and crap
Sure.
that they're just too similar. It's almost like they just are playing off another one, new actors, slightly different. It's not,
It's
It's almost like the Usual Suspects kind of feel,
But,
where you
this
didn't
one
know
had
exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
I think it's worth a view. Definitely something
Yeah.
you think about after, and I like that about movies when you think about it after you're done watching
it's
it.
a good way to spend a night. No, I wouldn't watch this with your kids.
No, it's not a kid's.
No,
I mean,
it's an
it's not
adult-
gory, but it's just kind of
Yeah,
adult.
it's
themed.
intense.
And there you have
I
it.
would recommend that. Look for it. The Bad Shepherd. Look for it starting February 23rd. Vudu, Apple TV, your typical streaming services. Look for it. You'll find it.
Is it on Netflix?
I don't believe it's on Netflix yet.
Okay.
But you know what?
Amazon?
You know how things get passed around.
Oh, it'll be there
yeah, it'll-
eventually. Give it
Once
time.
people
Give it
realize
time.
that something's getting picked up, they're like, oh, I want some of that.
So there it is. The Bad Shepherd. Go watch it. It's a good movie. It's a good time. Hope
Thumbs
you guys
up.
enjoy it.
Have a good
Thumbs
one,
up.
guys.
Yeah, have a good one.